Welcome back. Today I want to share with you how I am reorganizing our minimalist home. At least I feel it is minimalist. This garage is definitely not minimalist, and that's because my husband works out of this garage. He has all of his tools here, and that is why I have started to reorganize part of our home. But first, let's flash back to a few weeks ago when this bathroom started driving me nuts and I decided we needed to start organizing. And there's a whole bunch of stuff down here on the counter the kids have left out. I keep putting this project off because I guess I'm trying to do it perfectly, which is crazy. I never get the chance to spend as much time as I think I'm going to need on here. And I know I have a little bit of time right now, and I'm going to do this project as quickly as I can just to get it done. Sometimes getting something done is better than getting it done perfectly. I had got these containers a little while ago from Target. They're extremely cheap, but the problem is whenever the boys put their combs and brushes up here, they fall. This is an extremely shallow little shelf, and every time they open it, everything falls out of here. And I thought if they have a little container to hold it in there, it's less likely to fall and they can grab the container out. It'll just be way easier. It's so much better. We will see how it functions. Now I'm just gonna use tape and marker to label the bins. The shelving in our garage, as you can see behind us, is split into two portions, and we have been trying to get this a little bit more organized lately. And one thing I am doing now is I'm moving a few of the items that I use in my home out of the garage, so that way my husband Grant can have full reign to organize all of his stuff on these shelves. And I'm going to move these two Christmas boxes into the house, as well as the box of winter gear. I definitely did not think this through. I don't know how I'm going to get this down. And my reasoning is we use this garage as a working space, so there is always a ton of sawdust just flying through here. And with becoming more minimal in our home, I have a lot of extra areas in our closets where I could be storing these items. I think I'm gonna let my husband get the other one down.
That's great. I don't want to get this right.
I'm gonna set it on top of that one.
You got it? Okay.
I know I've mentioned this in previous videos, but my mom just found someone to take this red dragon karate bag of stuff, and I'm so thankful she was able to find someone who can use it. I've been holding on to it because I did want to find someone who could use this, and I feel this is a really good example of letting something go that we paid a lot of money for, but that just didn't work out. And honestly, by letting this go, it's actually gonna free up my mind and let that whole amount of money that we spent on this go, because every time I'd look up there and see the bag, I would be reminded of wasted money because it just didn't work out for us to be doing that. With this bag going, so is all of the guilt that I wasted money on something that didn't work out. Mentioning my mom brings me to today's sponsor, Storyworth. Ever since we became more minimal, I have struggled to find gifts to give my family, and that's why I'm so excited to share Storyworth today. This is a book that my mom will be making herself. Every week, my mom will be sent a writing prompt from Storyworth that she will be able to write her story, and at the end of the year she will have a book that will be a keepsake item that can be passed down through our family. Each unique writing prompt will ask a question that you've probably never thought of before. For instance, what is some of the best advice that your mother gave to you? Because I don't want to add more clutter to my mom's life and home, I did ask her if she would want a gift like this, and she's extremely excited to start writing her story. And you can upload your own family photos to go along with the stories that are written. And I just think this is a great gift for any mother out there, or Father's Day is coming up. So definitely keep Storyworth in your mind if you're looking for a really thoughtful gift to give a loved one. Go to storyworth.com/Shannon Torrens and save $10 on your first purchase. In my most recent seasonal declutter, I had gone through up here and got rid of some extra bins, and I had just been storing a bunch of empty extra plastic bins for the kids' room. And up here on the left, that is some packing blankets in a container that actually can also be decluttered, or I'm gonna see if my husband can use it with his work. But that can go, that doesn't need to be up here. And then the only other stuff that I'm keeping up here are some educational books for the boys to grow into, and then we have the extra guitar up here. So I'm going to put all the Christmas decor from the garage up into here, and the nice thing about that, it'll stay nice and clean, and also it will be easy to access when I want to decorate for Christmas. And I just want to mention that before we became minimal, there is no way we could have ever stored our Christmas decor in here because there just was not enough room. We would have had this filled with other things, and so I just see the benefits of becoming more minimal, and that's why I'm reorganizing things, because I don't see the point in having all of this extra space that's just sitting there empty when I could be keeping my decor and nice things that I do want to use, sentimental items, inside rather than getting trashed out in the garage with all of that debris from his work. Whenever I'm moving things around, I like to go through and just make sure that I want to keep everything, and I always go through all of the Christmas decor at the end of Christmas, and I even get rid of some stuff at the beginning of Christmas when I first pull it out. I thought it would be interesting to just look through it, not at Christmas time. Maybe I will have a different perspective and want to get rid of a few items in here. So I'm just gonna look through really quick and see if I can declutter anything. These snowmen, I know I have not been using and not really wanting to use the last few years, so I think I'm gonna get rid of these. They were given to me from my mom's decor, so I'll see if she wants these back, and if not, I will donate them. I wish I was stronger. That is so heavy. And that just shows if I hadn't decluttered all the Christmas bins, and I can link the video where I first decluttered all of our Christmas stuff down below years ago. If I hadn't decluttered that, there's no way we would have only had 2 bins, and there's no way it would have fit up there. Back when Emmett first started getting into little Lego, this is what I did. I took all of the directions and put them into plastic baggies, and then look at this mess that it has turned into. So I'm going to organize this for him to make it much easier, and he likes to keep the directions, that way he can follow them step by steps. The new idea I have is to put it into a smaller binder so it's easier to work with, and then just put 1 or 2 of the directions into each one of these, and we'll see if this can work better. That was a really simple project. I already had this folder, and I already had these page protectors left over from when we were doing homeschool. So I just stuck it all in there, and I feel like even though this is not perfect, it will be a lot better because the other folder was just so big and sloppy and everything was falling out. And now he can easily get it in and out of his closet. Such a simple project, but it just feels so much more organized now. I had organized and decluttered this whole area of the kids' crafts here in the hall, and I had all this extra space down here, and I brought 2 bins from the garage and I put them in here so they are not going to be covered in dust. One is all of our seasonal decor that's not Christmas decor, and the other bin is just mostly empty, to be honest, but it does have a few pots that I do use once in a while, and I'll probably reorganize both bins to distribute the stuff better, but this all will be going soon into my boys' room because we're building a closet in there. So this will just be all open space again, and before we became minimal, that just did not exist. Next on my list was to organize our pantry, and we don't have a large pantry, obviously. It's just a deep shelf that we use, and I did go out and get a few bins and this 3-tiered shelf for our cans because it was such a struggle to see the cans and know what we had with the way it was set up previously. So I thought I would try something different, and I decided to get that 3-tiered can stacker and organizer, and it actually ended up fitting perfectly in there, and it has been working out great. I just put the cans in there and made sure that everything was current and up to date, and then I already had this bin for my oils, and doing this project really has helped us to not only stay more organized with our pantry, but it has made it easier to cook meals as well. These are just a few of the organizing projects that I've been redoing in our home. I plan to do quite a few more, so make sure you hit the subscribe button to join my channel and see those upcoming videos where I will be reorganizing other areas of our home. And thank you to Storyworth for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!